Looking for development opportunities can be a very painful process. Most of the folks we've talked to are using some combination of Google Maps, Excel, and county GIS systems. It can be an absolute pain in the neck going between each of those different systems. One of the very popular features with Giraffe is using our data tools to aggregate and layer and then filter through data to find sites that you're looking for. Let's zoom out for a second and have a look at our entire portfolio. This is a workspace that I'm working on currently that has hundreds of projects across the country. I'm trying to keep track of my entire development portfolio. Right now, though, I want to explore sites in Dallas. So I'm going to dive into the Dallas market and have a look at some of the locations that I'm familiar with. This is an area where we've done some research before. And as I zoom in, you can begin to see things like the classic data layers that you would expect: flood, satellite, contours, wetlands. These are data layers that are absolutely necessary whenever we're looking at sites. These are USA specific, but Giraffe has a whole bunch of data agnostic tools that can connect to any local GIS system that you may have, or static files that you'd like to include in your due diligence. We've just assembled these now in our home screen so that I have easy ability to toggle on, off, and on those data sets as necessary. We also work with data partners. Regrid's a great data partner of ours in the United States, who have aggregated every parcel in the US, along with its zoning data through their partnership with Zonomics. Now we're looking in this industrial corridor. I can see lots of different parcels that may work. And I'm going to just have a click on each of these parcels and understand who the owner is, what the current land use is, the taxable value, all this beautiful data that's coming directly from Regrid. We can even go and explore the exact zoning ordinance if we'd like as well. I'm now going to use the table to apply a filter on these parcels to find some parcels that suit my investment thesis. Let's add a filter to zoning subtype. And we'll say, reveal to me sites that are zoned industrial. That's going to filter out the single family homes, the commercial zones, and the business districts where I just want to see something that's going to work for my industrial investment. I now want to also filter out sites that aren't of a certain acreage. So we'll say Regrid calculated parcels area is a field that calculates on every parcel. And we'll say, show me sites that are greater than 2 acres. And again, it's going to filter out stuff that doesn't match that criteria. Maybe we want to up that to 20 acres, and it will drop out even more. Now, the nice thing about these features is they work across any vector data set that you may have. It doesn't have to be the Regrid paid feature set. It might be a data set that you have of your building portfolio, comparables data, anything you can bring into Giraffe that is a vector, you can style and filter like this to reveal to you certain pieces of information. So let's take a few sites that we like that match this criteria of zoned industrial and greater than 20 acres. I quite like this one. So we'll add it to our table. I like this one, and I like this one. I now want to turn these into projects so I can come back and view them at a later date. I'll select from the table, create multiple projects. You can see the 4 sites listed out that we've selected. We could change their names if we want, give them some qualities to track. For instance, there are no wetlands, so we're going to leave that off. There is no flood risk, so we'll lift that off. And they're not in an opportunity zone. So those are the metrics I want to track at this point. These metrics can be fully customizable by you. I save them, and at this point, I may stop, or I may invite someone else into the projects to have a look at them. Maybe it's my designer or somebody else in the team that we want to go and engage with a different part of the process. Zooming back out though, I can now see these projects that I've added to my portfolio or added to my space are now added to this global view we have of every site across the country that we're looking at.